The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Moments away, it'll be the Pistons going up against Columbus. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Columbus. To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Here's Edey. Gasol with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Here's Roy.
Oh, wow. Goodness.
Man.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Knocked loose. Outside, Wall. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. So for the Pistons.
Substitution on court.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. On the wing, Brandon Roy. And here's Olajuwon for three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Heads-up play by Roy. He can be an effective facilitator when he wants.
Pass to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Olajuwon's shot is good.
One way or another, Wall is going to find points, whether it's him shooting the ball or getting a teammate an opportunity.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Reeves with it. He's picked up by Irving. Pass to Roy. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by James. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team.
1:46 left here in the opening quarter. For 3, Roy. Nailed from three-point land. Roy's got 5.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
Pass to Wembanyama. Olajuwon with the block. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Substitution on court.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before. I like how fast Bron makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
Wall, that's good.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's James. He has 5. Here's Roy. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Pass to Reeves. Walker surveying the floor. Here's Olajuwon. And a missed layup.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
And so it's Columbus with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on those scoring breakdowns for Columbus.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Columbus leading by 10. Pass to Exum. Launches it. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Edey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this is why Griffin is so valuable to his team. Always willing to share the rock.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Into the lineup for your own team. Number 16.
Now Westbrook. Outside for Gasol. To the inside. Good ball movement here by Columbus. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to Griffin. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here is Carter. Still yet to score. Offensive rebound. Edey nails the baby hook.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Gasol. Westbrook surveying the D. Clock at 6. Here's Exum. Stolen by Carter. On the wing, Duncan. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And Westbrook, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
So good at finding the angles of drive. Westbrook is as fast as he is agile.
Jordan, right side. Pass to Edey. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Edey's got 6 points.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And here's Reeves outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Outside Jordan. Out of bounds. Columbus takes possession. 1:32 left in the first half of basketball. Reeves outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Jordan. Gasol pulls it in. Columbus leading by 7. Reeves drives in. Outside Westbrook. Collins wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Jordan will bring it up for Detroit. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. It's good from long range.
And what makes Blake so dangerous, in addition to the athleticism, is he can also nail the jumper from outside.
It's Roy on the wing. And here's Collins from outside. Great assist by Brandon Roy. Collins has got himself on the board with 3 there. From deep, Jordan's another 3 for Detroit.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so it's Columbus with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Detroit trails by 6. Ball surveying the defense. Fader on the way. The shot is good off the backboard. Olajuwon's got his first basket.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Reeves left side. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
From range, LeBron is good.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Columbus leading by 3. Here's Wall, and the sweet dunk by Wall.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Another 3 for Detroit.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Pass to Gasol. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Brandon Roy.
The wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over.
Columbus shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Gasol. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Detroit trails by 5. Wembanyama, a screen. For 3, Roy. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Roy's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
Outside Roy. Pass to Gasol. Shakes him. And finished off by Gasol.
And being Gasol is 7 feet tall, Duncan probably comes easily. The D's going to have to do a better job of getting him off his spot.
Here's Wembanyama. And the layup's good off the glass. Wembanyama's got 5.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Reeves. Takes it inside. Rebound, Detroit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Roy from outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now Detroit moving it up. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Back to Wall. And they get it. Wembanyama with the rebound. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Olajuwon. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Gasol with the steal. And here we go, Columbus fast break. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Third team foul. Substitution.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Roy. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pistons lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so here's Columbus. They trail by 3. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Reeves with it. Outside Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 1. Outside Griffin. Stolen by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Here's Duncan. Rebound by Columbus. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Walker. Pass to Westbrook. Six to shoot. Jordan with the rebound. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And Columbus with possession. It's a 1-point game. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Reeves outside. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball. And Columbus leads by 2.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Jordan's. Money from the wing.
And no one has better natural scoring tools. But another thing that really sets MJ apart, the acute instincts he brings to the table.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Wall. Outside, Roy. Outside for Gasol. Stolen by Duncan.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Detroit.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Timeout, Pistons. Short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The head coach for Detroit had some instruction for the guys during the break. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And how about the killer cool of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
And stolen by Olajuwon. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Wall looking for an opening. Wall draws the double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Olajuwon for 3. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. And there's the call on Ward. That'll be his second foul of the game. 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Wembanyama. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Outside for Gasol. Poke loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
It's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Olajuwon on the wing. Outside for Gasol. Columbus again can't hit. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line for the away team, Gordon. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
From deep, Wall. Columbus again can't hit. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. And so the Pistons take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. See you next time.